Hello everyone, my name is Suraj and this is part 2 of the video Navigation in Vim. In our previous video Navigation in Vim part 1, I have covered 3 different types of navigations which I have mentioned over here. So first is basic navigation, word navigation and line navigation. And in this video we are going to cover 3 more types of navigation. So let me go ahead, write it down. So this is part 2 and types of navigation are find character, second is document navigation, and third is window navigation. So we'll go one by one through these different types. So let's go ahead in our terminal. As you might know, I have already placed an index.html file in this. So running the ls command, it's there. So going ahead and opening the file using the vim command, vim index.html. But before going ahead, I would like to point out to this new thing that I have added here. So this is a keyboard mapper. So whatever keys I press over on my keyboard, you would be able to see it over here. I have done this because Vim is heavily keyboard based functionality and it would be difficult if you are not able to know what keys I am pressing over here. So this would help you to just give you an idea, and you will remove this index.html. I'll enable it, and now if you can see the keys I am pressing. So I hope this will be helpful. So we'll go ahead and open this file. So our file is open. Let's start with our first type, which is find character. So in find character, the use case for find character is, suppose you are on a line and you want to directly jump to a specific character. So you can basically navigate on a line using the W, E, B and G, E keys. But let's say the word is at the end and you have to press it multiple times. But if it's a unique character, then you can directly jump to it. So we'll go ahead and see, but before that let me write down the syntax for it. So the syntax of the keys are F and then the character you want to jump to, and capital F and the character you want to jump to. Again the same thing as the previous keys. So this is for forward navigation and capital F is for backward navigation. So let's try it out in our file. So I'm here, and as you can see I'm pressing keys. It says J. I'm pressing L to reach here. Okay, so I'm at capital B. Let's say I want to jump to capital H in this. So as per the previous video, I could press the W key, right, and then I can reach here. But let's say I want to jump directly, so that's where the find character is useful. So let's go ahead, right? So I'm pressing F and then the character that you want to jump to, so that is capital H. So let's say you want to jump to capital O, again F and capital O. As you can see, the cursor is placed directly on that character. If you want to do the same operation backwards, you have to press capital F and let's jump to capital P. So as you can see, it has jumped directly to this. So this is useful when you directly want to jump back and forth to a specific character on a line. So yeah, that's it about the find character navigation. Next is document navigation. Inside document navigation, so ideally let's discuss the use case for document navigation. Document navigation is useful when you want to jump to the start of the file, or directly want to jump to the bottom of the file, or you want to go to a specific line number. And the keys for document navigation are GG, second is number and G, then there is capital G and then colon number. So let's go one by one with these. So I am back in my file now. I will scroll down a little. I am using Control D to scroll down, and let's discuss the first one, which is GG. So what double G does is it will place your cursor at the top of the file, I mean top the line number 1 of this current document. So let's go ahead, press it, capital G. As you can see, I have scrolled back to the top of the file. So let's write it down, top of the file. Then let's discuss what G is. So capital G is opposite of small double g. So what capital G does is it will place you to the bottom of the file. So I pressed capital G and it has placed me directly to the bottom of the file. So double G will take you to the top of the file and capital G will directly place you at the bottom of the file. So capital G, let's write it down, bottom of the file. So the next two commands are usually used if you want to jump to a line. So let's say you want to jump to line number 100. So the syntax is you need to be in normal mode and then just press the number or the line number that you want to jump to and followed by a capital G. So I'm pressing 100 and then capital G. So as you can see, my cursor is placed here at line number 100. So this is the syntax. So this is basically go to line number. This is another command which basically does the same thing as number and capital G, but the difference between this and that is so this is run inside our command bar. So if you remember how we save a file and quit a file, right, using the command bar. So this is similar to that. So let's try it out. So I'll press colon to open up my command bar, and then let's say I want to jump line number 50 and then I hit enter. So as you can see, my cursor is placed at line 50. So that's it about colon G. So difference is number capital G is run directly in normal mode and colon number is run in command. Both does the same thing, go to line number. So that's it about document navigation. Let's jump to our third and final type, which is window navigation. So let's understand what's the difference between window and document navigation. So the main difference between document and window navigation is when you say document, it means the entire file. So it will take into account the start of the file, the bottom of the file, and whatever is hidden beneath the scroll, right? In terms of window, what it means is what you see right now. So this is my window, or I can say viewport. So I can see from line number 36 to line number 65 right now. And what window navigation does it will help you to navigate between this viewport without scrolling up and down. So let's get started. I'll just write down the keys for this. So window navigation, let's do H. It's capital H, M, and capital L. So let's see what each one of these does. So I'm on line number 51, as you can see my cursor, and I'm pressing the capital H. So observe the cursor. As you can see, it has moved to the top, but it didn't go all the way to the top of the file. It just moved to the top of this viewport. It won't scroll your file up and down. Wherever you are on this viewport, if you press capital H, it will take you to the first line of this current viewport. So let's write it down, top of the viewport. I think you might have guessed it. So M will basically take you to the middle of the window, and L will take you to the bottom of this window. So let's go ahead and write it out. Middle of the viewport, and L is at the bottom of the Okay, as I mentioned earlier, so window navigation usually don't scroll your screen up and down, but there is one more type of shorthand to this, which is ZT, and let's see what it does. It does move your document actually, but it has a special purpose. So let's say I am on line number 58, and what I want to do is I want to place this line number 58 at the top of this viewport. So right now there is line 36, and I want to move line number 58 to line number 36, so that becomes my starting point of this viewport. In that case, I can use the control T and I can use J to go down like this and place it over here, but there is a shortcut way to do that, and that is ZT. So what it does is, so I am on line number 58, and when I press ZT, which is small case ZT, it will make line number 58 as the top of this viewport. So let me go ahead and type it, ZT. As you can see, line number 58 has now become the topmost line in this current window, in the current viewport. So you can basically do this for any on line number 81, I press SetT. So line number 81 now has become my top line, or the first line in this current viewport. So let's go ahead, write it out. Makes current line as top line in viewport. Okay, I think that's it for this navigation in Vim part 2. So let's take a quick recap of what we have done in this video. So first is, let me go to the top. So first is find character, which is usually used on a line to jump directly to a specific character. I am jumping directly to capital H, and if you want to move backwards, capital F and the name, the character that you want to jump to. Then there is document navigation, in which we use GG to move the cursor to the top of the file, capital G to move to the bottom of the file, the line number 100 and capital G to jump directly to the line number, and the same action in command bar using the colon and number, and enter, it will jump directly. Third type of navigation is window, where you think only in terms of viewport that you are currently viewing. So capital H will take you to the top of the current viewport, M to the middle and L to the bottom, and there is this special ZT which will make the current line that your cursor is on as the topmost line of that viewport. So that's it guys for this video. I hope you like this video. Do try it out on your source code, and most important part of Vim is you need to do more practice than memorizing these shortcuts and keys. The more you practice, it will become very much second nature to you as typing, and hopefully it will help you in coding a little faster. So that's it. Thank you for watching my video. If you have any suggestions, please leave a comment below, and yeah, if you find this channel helpful, do subscribe. Thank you so much.